This is Dr. Wysong. This series of videos on the big questions of life will show where each one of us is led if we dare to leave behind preconceived ideas and see where reason and evidence lead. Putting religion on the table. The disproof of evolution and materialism and the arguments for intelligent design are used as proof for man-made religions and holy books. That's because religions are thought to be the only alternative to evolution. We've examined how evolution is not science. It's an ideology that, in large part, is embraced because it provides a safe haven from and is thought to be the only alternative to religions. However, just as science is misrepresented by evolution, the Creator, as will be explained in the coming chapters, is misrepresented by man-made religions. It's usual to assume that the source of us and our reality would want to communicate with us and answer our questions about why we're here and where we're going. And certainly we would want to communicate with it. So we ponder the Creator in human terms. That is to say, a Creator that writes books, sets up institutions to tell us what the Creator thinks and requires. However, something capable of creating the universe and other things as unimaginably complex as living organisms and keeping it all together is not in our league at all. For these reasons, it, source or creator, rather than he and God will be used in these chapters, since he and God imply gender and human qualities, known as anthropomorphism. This doesn't mean we cannot know about the Creator, the truthfulness in the real world, which does not include the trillions of cockamamie ideas of people contrive. That truthfulness gives us insight into the nature of its source. Our reality reflects the mind and will of its Creator. Reality, the Creator, is not ambiguous, contradictory, nor unjust. It's sure and dependable, as exemplified by the laws of gravity, nuclear forces, motion, thermodynamics, and so on. Equating the source of our reality with truth is as far as we can go. However, understanding that truth and the Creator are the same thing goes a long way in providing a filter for speculations about what the Creator is or how it thinks. Most importantly, this helps us understand what the Creator of our reality is not. It's not contradictory, not inconsistent with fact, and does not lie. It is also not unjust, since injustice is the same thing as contradicting truth. Therefore, to find truth, in other words, to find the Creator, means shedding preformed beliefs that are inconsistent with reality, and therefore not truth. That requires putting everything on the table. All ideas and beliefs, no matter how sacred they are thought to be, must be open to the challenge of reason and evidence. That's how we must approach life if we are ever to advance as a civilization. That's how we must approach the big questions if we are ever to understand where we came from, why we're here, and where we're going. To give this section a fair reading will require that you set aside religious preconceptions. Go back to square one with a blank mental slate and build from there. If by doing this you're not led to your prior beliefs, so what? If change means getting nearer to truth, in other words, getting closer to the Creator, what more could we ask, and how thankful we should be? There's not a single reader who comes to this book without prior beliefs, or who is ready and eager to have theirs overturned. Everyone has a religious or irreligious opinion, and prejudices run deep. So I realize that if I don't say what you want to hear, this will be a disappointing, if not an emotionally traumatic read. I understand. I've been there myself. At some time in my life, I have held versions of almost every imaginable belief, from materialism to evolution, atheism, agnosticism, deism, and various liberal and fundamental religions. This history has led me to this book, as well as given me empathy for religious and irreligious believers. But what's fair is fair, so let's put religion on the table, just as we put evolution on the table. It needs to be tested by reason, fact, and the Creator's law, just like we did with evolution. If a place of truth that is honestly earned is your goal, there is nothing to fear. Thank you for listening. Keep in mind that solving the big questions requires foundations upon which truthful answers can be built. So please work through the series sequentially. This information has taken decades of research, thought, and writing. Aside from the peace of mind the solutions have brought me, the only reward I seek is hearing that it's helped you. Feel free to contact me with any comments or questions at asifThinkingMatters.com.